passa vivo quella tossipante da PC campo Philippine. Double qualifié, division pour fantastique, à le fait voilà, j'ai tout fait, à la bataille. Yum, this shame to why long see private time. We gotta forget this name, why not? Should be everything is so thing to video games. Alright, hello? How are you? Where are you coming from? Hi fellas, where are you coming from? What are you doing? I guess this is by one of my daughter. Yes, I'm selling my family members. I'm interested in getting my daughter 50,000 Randy. Yes, I'm selling my daughter. You can get her. She is 40-year-old. Are you interested? Right. What happened? And the volatile session. Right fast to come a bit, watch you walking favorite one. Look up, walking, answer with a combat. You and Mrs. the terrorist, not free because of price. After looks and expensive to run around. Not clear something. You have these sucker ones for every life. Spaffing, call it a fashion. For very fast to cut a fashion to the soul. To the puppy, dancer. To the patch of variety. Rapid quality session to the fall. Better Wi-Fi to send people. Chief for the session. You have to be tension with person. You be the backkeeper, the best. Choose say bully worker to better fan. To call the video players. Narrate the celebrate attention. They fall a video got a person to the phone. You got a pack while see for watches. Get on the watches is back there. Back on the kiss whether you want from dudes. Everyone look cool by from peace. Can't look connect the west plus you. Can't city look past it. Down to the sister lower. This defeated greater way. Keep frame independent fakes. Our lost center is there to be found. Just a beautiful like kind of sense. He's gonna start down the side. The cost probably gonna Davis and again. Bound to resource love to deepen. Very further sound. There are some pointless things in life. You can't let your and me relief fall. Now we call out some to people. Not enough people to chest and pop. Yes, I'm getting an out. It's difficult. You gotta do another test before it gets up and down. Well, if we're down, if it's we gotta fight about the time to shape with the young. You cannot do, you got float up before from. With that made me when I pass. I would pass the jump before skylighting got a stick. You be walking. It's always like what's on your journey. You look up to the fall from any heavy reach or taking twos. Then me when I got the vision. Every time they found did it got it with the safety color fed. It is over fire about with the defenders. I wish we brought the event to get the result of terrorization. To read is something for the face. This people to see what's go within. I got a particular with this applicator. This is better I can probably fight just if I take a tooth to say with the fight that we ran part with to this best support. You're very easy, beside it for you. I thought you can do it very digital with the sound. There are what I tell special cup to the car. Recipe the toast to the brain, cut a first boom, the rhyme. To the cut of it, the top so the cat ready battle ration. Happy characters and characteristics. Two cups of two go after you. We go into practice and use up built up you a goofing. I could tell a man. Terror and you as you said them. You beat if we pop this and this and this be brief and this city popping sip. Profit is up, we got it better. Good for the dash. shows to get it right, to get it right. But you don't know what this is, this ability with the ghosts after you, the sun. Everybody because you go when the mission is done, but if we get it for the sun, you can't call out to pay it out. Because you go to the zero and the beast, you can capture the one shoot that you be killing, target a session to war with the 7-1 crew plus a war for cops to the beast of the body to dream it, so we go out the miss is complete to sport for who's to just sport for us all, we'll call this all to Columbine to the color carry comparison. The some elected examination against this active examination records for some ground. The private to the study kind of do the same. Inability better by price and miss for the same sharp chain. Gotta pull the last the tactical beef and repetition to Sonic kind of to the sushi game missing suit to started planted just again the coffee scene you get it one what your chance and piece of tramp to find the for sensation but I'm determined to get this time to what's best to from inside like to prevent to spend time to map take have to find out to perceive my form everywhere to use this a girl to the list of pick up to say this the time from this with the best to buy to the kill terminal trap to get a sense and fire don't buy the case that take that appeal to the rock this is what I use to find attention. This is guided by the say they gotta show myself above them and this is a culture was but I want to be ready for the say no they don't easy use it final time I had to view misread session. This is also when we're killing case indeed it's also give to the part we know what they were so we know the code it just looks quite a good tough it's a be rich up to use his speed for a lot to chase going forward to this to be person but she does good a cooker needs to be rich of use it and it's lots of them could have been do 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 last to try to say the right sound you do it if I table sign to the kind of play to find him got a double sign well fidget it fall if I do the share the kitty before let's the key kick this super fine I thought it fresh from there is a puffin tea processing cancer potential and you better try for I provide it cause all the time for I think you can use it every bit right to cause the reps some potato there is for a price that's when that you can interrogation to petition to operative sound beautiful to the transaction prototype to the takeaway say the beautiful this is must be better leadership first up out of there not the beneficiality but another tell more chance to get it from to get free to set it from I will tell the fish part clip a lip for coronal problem you can the next time please don't make it too trust up in the identical if you look where the fish answer some beat but you should proper here though it was ability to look a fall I like a whisper sound is scary to show you pretty guilty look a fall to the woo you become sensation proof to receive to cut a better photo set this out of did it that flat to his I don't know reply and how to get the yellow silver's got a cloud of set to the cow when see some choose on in your phone to choose something in a PD thing the body come shoot it right up to get it read to something to where you found the cat of babies different like is. See me to see from DJ to the phone, like nothing for this. Since a far out, to cut a world close up, like that seems to cut it. Is it what make it they all at the same time? Weren't they to cut a war since where takes involved the rainy more empties, the gloomy sea next star. You get to see what be that fine. Good or fine, going and being and we put our life, but it's the best thing and do it better time. On a different time to deep with the sheep and to bit and sip it out. What do you think is that it's the best to copy, revenge, self-forgive? Keep our people on the way to pass it, just to tell with more action if it march bounty to the dancing camp. Actually, and the film to find is something to fall aside. Think driving to the safe before the pole to the sorry to fall. But I did a piece of the bill. I did it the same, keep it bump. To buy the same before the deep is on. They were got it from the kids of this song, beautiful. It kill outside while it make kills and blast my awesome. Not at top, this paper I was some to get it from. If we seem to be to rent, this is a rat up. Reverses and the righteous, this are rat up. Go with Dave, go rest out this. The district called that always better if I find it from. Shine from a 10 because you shows you can't see anymore anyway. To get it from your shape, if you just deal you can't see anymore anyway. To put out the fashion, wow. Father, guys, too. You gotta fail with the example. You definitely for appropriate. If I want you to pick it, be greater job will say. You never see piece your pito. Go to get your piece like they want you to pick it with your cars. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where is guy in here? Abula man. Cars beside to prefer to never speak to come to the side so this is a kinda like cozy part around Levant is sophisticated and more appropriate like you want to get aside. Give a speech you say get it past talks you kinda like a loosey part around with this that's it for fire but in any way. What a really person. I think it was a pain cause it came to see get a read to pan. Sure you will take a life on me any day. You wouldn't have been able but the wait if you was that be whatever people get rich. Waiting for so dead up you sleepy perfect and the same was a rama. You wouldn't be. It was a profit upon see the team Saturday interested in about this and non-forte with a sorry for the next Chevy Ravens is a bad actually movie Ravens is better than we get it brothers but because I got sick is I rather thousand cuts of some brand jam to the peace and get it by guess a basic things and a fine never do the deed but the key the word to the deed by the realistic but it's just the but after the world making this any world to a revenge this baby proceed bomb I was seeing people at the world begin I asked him a services by fair let's do different so I could be both that a diva just seems such a satisfying job.